You are with the news here. Good evening. I'm Seher Zama, and we are continuing with our focus on crime that is being reported in Uttar Pradesh, the Hathras case that we are keeping a close track with further developments. What is happening now is once again a claim and counter-claim with respect to what the family maintains here, as opposed to what the police insists, including the administration, on how far this case has gone. It has been 2 days here since the horrifying case of the passing away of the victim, of the Hathras victim here, and what has followed on. While a special investigation team that has been formed now to probe the case, to further investigate the case, several questions here that still remain unanswered, and this is also based on what the family has been saying. But the UP police here has also, from any further reportage, blocked media's access to the Hathras village, 2 kilometers away from the girl's home, saying that it is COVID-19 and there should be no crowding, which is why the media presence now has entirely been blocked from the village. We're going to be discussing all of these aspects to these developments in just a bit. Let me also introduce our guests with us this evening. We have with us Mr. Sudhir Mishra, who's the resident editor of the Navbharat Times. We have V.N. Rai, who's the former DGP of Uttar Pradesh, Manish Shukla, who's the spokesperson of the BJP, and Ghanshyam Tiwari, who's the spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. We're going to be going across to our panelists on that in just a bit, but let's tell you of what we've been talking about time and again is how the family is looking at these developments in the face of police's insistence that they're satisfied with these investigations. Now, today has been the second day running here that the father continues to say that they're not satisfied with the police investigations. Today, he's put up another allegation saying that the police is actually pressurizing them to sign in certain papers and insist that they are happy with these investigations. Family today now says that there is a huge breach of trust, which is why they now want the CBI to investigate this case. On the other end, the district magistrate here of Hathras has spoken out as well, claiming that the family is satisfied with the police action and they don't want any more politics on this.
जो पीड़ित के पिता है और जो परिजन है, उन्होंने कल स्टेटमेंट भी दिया है कि हम प्रशासन द्वारा जो कार्रवाई की गई है उससे पूर्णतः संतुष्ट है और उन्होंने स्वयं ये अपील की है कि इस मामले में अब किसी प्रकार की राजनीति नहीं होनी चाहिए।
दबाव देके और हमारे 3 आदमियों के साइन करा लिए और उससे हम संतुष्ट नहीं हैं और मेरी जो इसकी केस की बिटिया की जांच होनी चाहिए, सुप्रीम कोर्ट के जज के द्वारा CBI जांच होनी चाहिए। दबाव बना के कहा कहते तो पुलिस वाले वहाँ तो सब अधिकारी है, उन लोगों ने कि तो गोलीकरण ना दे, और यहाँ भी किसी को कहा कहते हैं बाहर ना निकलने दे रहे और मीडिया बाहर कोई किसी को नहीं आने दे रहे।
Our correspondent Alok has been getting us further details here on this. Alok, we've now also heard the family say that they want the CBI to be investigating this here. There has, of course, been a massive breach of trust for the manner in which the police has behaved. This was in the initial phases of the case, and also what happened through the night as far as the girl's cremation is concerned. Has this been put across to the Chief Minister here as well? The family, the father did have in a word with the Chief Minister, but now it is clear that they don't want the police handling this case in UP.
Well, Seher, the watching of the case continues because the day one, when the initial investigation started by the police, that was completely botched up. Where they started the investigation, initial time the sections were not added, and then when the sections were added, the girl was taken for the treatment in the hospital. It was already all delayed, and when she died, then again botched up when they cremated the body without the consent of the family members. So what we can say that right now that the botching up of the case is still continues. In fact, today when we came here to meet the family members, we were not allowed to go inside the village. In fact, we were stopped 2 kilometers away from the house of that girl. In fact, initially, and in the morning, the statement came from the DM district magistrate of this particular area, stating that the family does not want to politicize the issue, and that is why the family is restricting the media to come with them, to come to them. Then the father, who was already confined at his home, he released the video through the social media, and he came out openly that and saying that it was the administration who is forcing them not to meet the media, and not allowing the media to come to them. So this is what the counter claim from the father immediately came. So definitely that exposes the theory of the police, which they are cooking up from the day one. And when the girl body was cremated, they again cooked the theory. They came out with the video of the family member who was cremating the body, and now this is again cooking up the story. So definitely, what the kind of law and order, what the kind of administration is prevailing in Uttar Pradesh. Back to you.
Well, Alok, please stay on with us. I'm going to go across to our guests, our panelists with us here this evening as well. First to you, Mr. V.N. Rai, the former DGP of Uttar Pradesh. Mr. Rai, in your view, in the face of what the family has continued to maintain, that the police did not handle the case properly in the initial stages here, did not take the case seriously, despite the girl being extremely grievously injured. The cremation was a huge controversy for the hurried manner in which it was done by the police itself. From the reading of the situation, of what you see on why the police here is behaving in this manner, it's also, in fact, we're going to be playing out that remark in just a bit, saying that this is a case being made out, being used only to bring about caste differences, and that's not the case here.
The conduct and performance of UP police has been deplorable. It is totally indefensible. I can't defend it. They have behaved in the most insensible manner. And I personally feel that the way they are stopping independent investigator going to the family members, they are stopping media visiting family members, is highly objectionable. Personally, I feel that these decisions are not taken by the district government of police, but these decisions are taken at the highest level. The political leadership should be held responsible. As the Home Minister, naturally in UP, Chief Minister is holding this portfolio. I think without his consultation with him or without his direction, these things, this mishappening is not possible. So this is totally indefensible. I just cannot defend the acts and the performance of the UP.
Right. Okay. Let's go across to Mr. Manish Shukla, spokesperson of the UP BJP, with a response there from that. Mr. Shukla, there are several questions being raised, finger pointing not just towards the police administration here, but also the political leadership, right up to the Chief Minister's office here. Also indicating here that you would not have a police force behaving in this manner unless there is political pressure. There seems to be very strong political pressure in this case.
देखिए, हाथरस की घटना दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है, दुखद है, और अब जब पोस्टमार्टम रिपोर्ट भी अब सामने आ गई है, तो कई चीजें क्लियर हो रही हैं कि इस दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण घटना के पीछे छिपकर कुछ शरारती तत्व और कुछ पॉलिटिकल पार्टी के लोग उत्तर प्रदेश में जाति विद्वेष की भावना फैलाकर अस्थिरता लाना चाहते थे, अशांति पैदा करना चाहते थे, और इसको दृष्टिगत रखते हुए वहां के प्रशासन ने जो उनका दायित्व है कि वहां के लॉ एंड ऑर्डर मेंटेन रहे, उसके तहत कुछ कदम उठाए हैं। लेकिन मीडिया को कहीं दूर नहीं रखा गया है और मीडिया लगातार वहां मौजूद रहा। जब अंतिम क्रिया हुई या सफदरजंग मृतिका को ले जाया गया, और या जब पहले दिन जब 14 सितंबर को यह घटना घटित हुई, तो थाने पे जब पीड़ित मृतिका और उसकी मां गई थी, तो भी उस समय के भी वीडियो अब सामने आ गए हैं। तो तमाम चीजें हैं, और जिसके इन्वेस्टिगेशन के लिए एसआईटी का गठन किया गया है, जिसमें सभी बिंदु जो सवाल हैं आपके या किसी अन्य के भी, उन सवालों को शामिल किया गया है और 7 दिन के अंदर उनको रिपोर्ट देने को कहा गया है। अगर कहीं प्रशासनिक लापरवाही सामने आएगी, उनके साथ उनके ऊपर भी, और या अगर किसी शरारती तत्व या पॉलिटिकल पार्टी के लोग जानबूझकर जाति विद्वेष की भावना से इसको राजनीतिकरण करना चाहते थे और गलत तथ्यों को, भ्रामक तथ्यों को फैलाया है, उनके ऊपर भी कार्रवाई सुनिश्चित की जाएगी।
शुक्ला जी, आपको नहीं लगता कि पुलिस पे भी कुछ कार्रवाई की जानी चाहिए है?
बिल्कुल, बिल्कुल। मैंने कहा अपने पहले वक्तव्य में मैंने इस बात को कहा है कि अगर कहीं पुलिस की लापरवाही या उनकी ढिलाई या उनके नाते से कहीं सिचुएशन खराब हुई है तो एसआईटी के लिए वो भी बिंदु है। और योगी आदित्यनाथ की सरकार में किसी को भी कानून को हाथ में लेने का अधिकार नहीं है, न अपराधियों को न पुलिस को। अगर कोई भी उसको हाथ में लेगा और आम जनता को उससे परेशानी हुई है या पीड़ित परिवार को परेशानी हुई है तो उसके ऊपर भी कार्रवाई सुनिश्चित की जाएगी। लेकिन साथ साथ मैं फिर से रिपीट करना चाहूंगा कि जब पोस्टमार्टम रिपोर्ट अब सामने आ गई है, तब अन्य वीडियो सामने आ गए हैं।
Mr. Ghanshyam Tiwari, do you see any action here being taken against the police questionably, or what has happened in Hathras in the overnight in cremation here as well? Because right now, of course, we've been getting in several multiple assurances, a couple of compensations that have been given in for the family here as well. But undoubtedly, it is a case which should touch upon police brutality as well. Should the night of the cremation also be seen as brutality?
Absolutely. Absolutely. If you look at how the media has played this, presented this, the media has very clearly, categorically pieced together everything that is a sham pulled out by Uttar Pradesh. Here is an Indian Express. Every newspaper has carried it, and it clearly says that after 6:30, when the poor girl died, from that moment till 3 a.m., 6:30 in the morning till 3 a.m., this case was pursued minute by minute by the media, by the Chief Minister's office. When the body reached the village, there were 200 policemen, IPS officers, additional IPS officer, the DM, a young DM was present. Do you think these people had the courage to take the decision that the girl's body be lighted, लड़की को जला दिया जाए, बेटी को जला दिया जाए, without the direction of the Chief Minister? I think the former DGP here has hit the nail on the head. The decision to burn the body was not the decision of a constable there. It was the decision of the Chief Minister's office, of the Chief Minister, who also happens to be the Home Minister. And then he's saying that he's going to put out an SIT and do a probe is absolute sham. And as far as what Manish Shukla is saying, I want to quote two things. The father's statement that Bhaskar has printed, let him go and file cases against the father and Dainik Bhaskar, where the father clearly speaks about how caste was the first basis of the animosity that led to this crime, and then rape became the second. The mother's statement that News Laundry first came up with an elaborate statement said she found her daughter without clothes, bleeding from various parts of the body, including private parts. And then they took her on an auto or a bike to the nearby police station, who said that the girl is just acting up. She is feigning. She is faking it.
Right.
This is the attitude of the police. And for 2 weeks, when the girl battled for her life, not a single iota of support was given by this government. The government only acted with full integration when they decided that they have to burn the body of the girl against Hindu rituals at 3 a.m. because they could not save their face anymore. So for them to sit here and lecture that somebody else is propagating caste violence, that the Chief Minister is not involved. And final point, Smriti Irani, Member of Parliament from Uttar Pradesh, Women Development Minister, is sitting idle, twiddling her thumbs and retweeting the Chief Minister. What kind of sham is this when the Prime Minister has gone on record in Nirbhaya case in December 2012 tweeting about how he was disappointed and how he wanted action, and the Prime Minister in May 2019 in Uttar Pradesh in an election rally went on record blaming the Rajasthan government for a rape which the government tried to cover up. So when the Prime Minister has taken issue with this government sits silent means that they are part of this criminal conspiracy.
Let's All right, let's get in a response here from resident editor of the Navbharat Times, Mr. Sudhir Mishra, here on this as well. Mr. Mishra, we of course have been discussing this for the past 2 days here on how yet another SIT really is not going to be ensuring justice to the family. They want this to be handled by an independent agency. They want the CBI investigation here. This is also keeping in mind in the face of what the ADG's latest remark is, which we're going to play out in just a bit here. But do you see that this is a case which will continue to be politicized unless this is handed over to the CBI?
ये ऐसा पहले भी होता रहा है। बदायूं में एक घटना हुई थी पिछली सरकार के वक्त में, और उसमें तो सीबीआई और यूपी पुलिस दोनों पे ही सवाल उठे थे कि उन्होंने किस तरह से उसका इन्वेस्टिगेशन किया। दोबारा जो है उसी परिवार की, जिस परिवार की बच्चियां की डेथ हुई थी, उन्हीं के ऊपर बात उठ गई थी। तो जो इन्वेस्टिगेशंस होते हैं और जब इसका राजनीतिकरण होता है इस तरह के मसलों का, जब बहुत ज्यादा राजनीतिकरण हो जाता है तो उसमें समस्या ये होती है कि जो मुद्दा है वो किनारे हो जाता है। अब उस परिवार का मसला क्या है कि जो पीड़ित बच्ची है, जो उसका परिवार है, वो जिस गांव में रहता है, आप अपना रिपोर्टर भेजिए और उस गांव की स्थिति दिखाइए तो आपको पता चलेगा कि कितना गहरा जातिवाद है, कितना गहरा फर्क है वहां पे अपर कास्ट और लोअर कास्ट के बीच में। उनकी प्रॉब्लम्स क्या है, उनकी परेशानी क्या है। डीएम ने आज एक बात कही है, अभी मुझे पता चला, मैंने किसी रिपोर्टर ने बताया कि आज मीडिया है कल नहीं रहेगा। तो काफी हद तक ये बात सच भी है, लेकिन ये क्यों है ऐसा? आज मीडिया है या नहीं है? जो डीएम का काम है और जो एसएसपी का काम है, जो एसपी का काम है, जो थानेदार का काम है, वो काम रूल ऑफ लॉ के हिसाब से क्यों नहीं होता है? कानून के हिसाब से काम क्यों नहीं होता है? और जब राजनीति इतनी ज्यादा हो जाती है तो हर आदमी बचाव की मुद्रा में आता है, विपक्ष आक्रामक रहता है, सत्ता पक्ष बचाव की मुद्रा में आता है और फिर मुद्दा कहीं किनारे हो जाता है। इस मुद्दे को सारी पॉलिटिकल पार्टियों ने उठा लिया है तो ये बहुत हाथरस कांड बहुत बड़ा हो गया। लेकिन ऐसे रेप महीने में 3-4 बार 4-5 बार हर जगह से ऐसी खबरें आती रहती हैं। इस तरह से जो हो रहा है ग्रामीण इलाकों में और तमाम जगहों पर, वो कानून की अनदेखी की वजह से ये हो रहा है। कानून व्यवस्था अपना काम ठीक से नहीं कर रही है। अगर पुलिस अपना काम ठीक से करेगी तो ये स्थितियां नहीं होगी। मैं बार बार कहता हूं कि जो सामंती सोच है, जो लोगों की, समाज की जो सामंती सोच है, जो समाज का जातीय आग्रह है, वो तभी ब्रेक हो सकता है जब उसपे कानून की लाठी सख्ती से पड़े। वरना उनको कोई डर नहीं है, क्योंकि ये हजारों साल का जीन है हमारे अंदर जो हमको ऐसे काम करवाता है, जो पुरुषों के वर्चस्व को इस तरह से दिखाता है। Hello.
Yes, Mr. Sudhir Mishra, we get your point here, which is why it's important that this is an investigation that moves out of the hands of the UP police here, because at some stage it gets difficult to play this out away from caste politics, which is what we've been seeing time and again here. We in fact are also going to be getting in further breaking inputs. Remember, we have been playing out several reactions, statements that have been coming in from the ADG. Now this is yet another statement. Aap log sab ye suniye. This is another statement, please, that has now come in from the district magistrate on how he stands exposed. This is a mega Mirror Now news break here. We have now accessed a video, and please listen to this carefully. This is a video which shows the DM of the area openly now trying to pressurize the family. Remember, this is what the father of the family has been saying all along, that they are being pressurized to settle with what the investigations have said so far. So the DM here is pressurizing the family. In the video, you have the DM here who can be heard saying that half the media is gone, the rest will go tomorrow, but it is us who will be there, here, right here. Is this a veiled threat? Is this their way of saying that there will be no media support in the future? At the end of the day, you have to live with what's happening in UP and what the administration and the police says. Decide for yourself. Please take a listen in to this remark by the DM.
आप अपनी विश्वसनीयता खत्म मत करिए। तो मीडिया वाले मैं आपको बता दूं, आज अभी आधे चले गए, कल सुबह तक आधे और निकल जाएंगे, 2-4 बचेंगे कल रात, तो हम ही आपके साथ खड़े हैं। अब आपकी इच्छा, आपको बार-बार बयान बदलना नहीं बदलना है।
Our correspondent Alok is getting us further details here. Alok, the media, of course, has now been stopped from moving in any further into the Hathras village, and this is what the DM here is saying as well. From your understanding, is this a veiled threat, or is this the DM trying to make the family understand that they need to settle with how this investigation is moving forward? Our correspondent Alok is getting us those details here, breaking inputs coming in of the latest reaction, latest of what has been caught on camera. Remember, this is a conversation that the DM of the area is now happening, that has taken place with the aggrieved family. Alok, go ahead on what you make of this, or what the DM here was trying to do with the family.
Well, these videos which are now coming out again and again, these are exposing the claims of administration. In fact, this is district magistrate who was present at the time of the cremation, who was again and again forcing the family members to come for the cremation, to give them the consent so that they could cremate the body at the midnight hours. That is the allegation of the family members. And now this DM has found out that he is forcing the family members, telling them that there is the media, then the media will go, then who will support you. So this is the force, that is what they are using, the way that they are just trying to convince the family members that whatever they are saying, that is right. In fact, I am standing outside the police station. This is the police station where this case was registered, and district magistrate, which we are showing, he is present inside the police station. He is sitting with the SP and other officials as well. And when he will come out, we will definitely ask him, we will definitely confront him why he said these words to the family members. So this is the situation of the administration of the Uttar Pradesh. Definitely this is exposing all claims of the Uttar Pradesh and especially the Uttar Pradesh government. Back to you.
Yes, Alok, undoubtedly the family there is being pressurized. And we have another breaking input coming in, another reaction that's coming in from another member of the family here. This is yet another video that has been accessed by a team, our correspondent Alok there, wherein which you have the victim's family once again alleging that they're being threatened by the police to change their statements. This is the victim's sister-in-law now saying that the police is threatening their father. They're fearing that they won't let them stay in the village after this. That is the kind of pressure that the family now says they're facing. Let's take a listen into her.
कि यहाँ पे बोल रहे हैं कि तुम्हारी लड़की अगर कोरोना से मर जाती तो मुआवजा मिल जाता। ये सब धमकियाँ मिल रही हैं, पापा को धमकाया जा रहा है। ये बोल रहे हैं कि केस मतलब रफा दफा हो जाएगा, अगर सब केस रफा दफा हो जाएगा। ये सब वीडियो दिखा देंगे। मम्मी को उल्टी सीधी वीडियो बना रखी है। जो उस टाइम में वो हालात ऐसे थे, जो मन में आ रहा वो सब लोग बोले जा रहे। ये सब करके अब ये लोग हमें यहाँ रहने नहीं देंगे।
ये डीएम बहुत
ज्यादा ही चालबाजी कर रहे हैं। हम लोगों के साथ में इतना प्रेशर डाल रहे हैं जबरदस्ती कि हम लोगों ने इतने लोग तुम्हारी बात का कोई भरोसा नहीं है, तुम जबरदस्ती ये बयान बदल रहे हो, तुम पे कौन भरोसा। पापा को बुलवा रहे, बयान बदलने से तुम्हारी कोई वो रहेगी, हम लोग दूसरी जगह चले जाएंगे।
Okay, that is yet another incident here where the family is clearly saying that they are being pressurized. Manish Shukla ji, भाजपा प्रवक्ता, आप प्लीज हमें समझाइए ये किस टाइप का इन्वेस्टिगेशन है? Is this an investigation to give justice to the victim and the victim's family, or is this a process by the police and the concerned local administration here to silence the family?
नहीं, जो विजुअल्स आपने दिखाए हैं उस विजुअल के आधार पे दो बातें निकलती हैं। एक तो जो आप कह रही हैं वो निकलता है, दूसरा ये भी निकलता है कि देखिए 14 सितंबर की घटना थी। जो पहला बयान था जिसके विजुअल्स मौजूद है उसके आधार पे उन लोगों ने कहा था कि हमारी हत्या करने का प्रयास हुआ था। बाद में जो 161 का बयान हुआ उसमें भी 3 नाम और बढ़ाए गए और हत्या के प्रयास की ही बात कही गई। उसके अगले दिन फिर कहा गया कि 3 लोग गैंग रेप हुआ है। और आज जब हम आप डिबेट कर रहे हैं तो विधि विज्ञान प्रयोगशाला की रिपोर्ट भी सामने आ चुकी है और जिलाधिकारी और कप्तान एक एक्स डीजीपी आपने अपने पैनल में बैठा रखा है। तमाम इस तरह की समस्याओं में कप्तान और डीएम जाते हैं और वार्ता करते हैं जिससे मामला नॉर्मल हो और कोई लाइन ऑर्डर की सिचुएशन न उत्पन्न हो। उस दौरान कई बातें की जाती हैं, उन बातों के आधार पे डीएम हमको जो लग रहा है,
ये मामला नॉर्मल है या मामला सेटल होने की बात की जा रही है? अगर आप ये वीडियोस देख के समझते हैं कि परिवार पे प्रेशर है, जिला अधिकारी पे एक्शन लिया जाएगा?
मैंने कहा ना कि
क्या ये दूसरा केस होना चाहिए कि लोकल एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन और लोकल पुलिस पे एक्शन लिया जाए?
जो आपका पहला सवाल है उसका जवाब मैं दे दूंगा तो सारे जवाब आ जाएंगे। तो जिलाधिकारी ने यही कहा है कि आप अगर लगातार बयान बदलेंगे तो हम आपकी मदद कैसे करेंगे। और आपसे मेरा सवाल है कि अगर कहीं लगातार कोई चीजें चेंज होती रहे तो उसके आधार पर उन्होंने इस बात को कहा है जो मुझे दिख रहा है। हाँ, लेकिन मैंने फिर कहा कि योगी आदित्यनाथ की सरकार में किसी को गलत करने की इजाजत नहीं है, इसीलिए एसआईटी का भी गठन किया गया है कि तमाम बिंदुओं पे जांच पड़ताल होगी। मैं एक चीज रिपीट करना चाहता हूं कि इस केस की आड़ में जो जाति विद्वेष फैलाने की कोशिश की गई, तमाम भ्रामक बातें कही गई, क्योंकि वीडियोस, कई तरह के वीडियोस भी सामने आए हैं। कुछ वीडियोस ऐसे हैं जहां कहीं दबाव नहीं था, पहले दिन का भी वीडियो है जब थाने में पीड़िता और उनकी मां गई है, वो भी वीडियो सामने आ गए हैं आज तो, और रिपोर्ट भी सामने आई है। तो हमको लगता है कि एसआईटी की जांच होने दिया जाए और दूध का दूध पानी का पानी।
मनीष शुक्ला जी, आप हमेशा पहले दिन की बात कर रहे हैं, आप परसों रात को जो घटना घटी है क्रिमेशन की, आप उसकी बात नहीं कर रहे हैं। This is once again an indication of why the police acted in. There is political pressure working on this case here. और बयान बदलने की जो आप बात कह रहे हैं, the family's father has, the victim's father has right from the start been saying that they are not satisfied with these investigations and now there is evident pressure. Mr. V.N. Rai, what do you think can resolve this on ground? Once again, the fear of sounding repetitive here, Mr. V.N. Rai, can a CBI investigation actually resolve this? The kind of pressure that the family here is facing to the extent that they say that they will be driven out of the village if they don't compromise.
It's very saddening.
पूछा और जवाब आप लेने घनश्याम तिवारी जी के पास चली गई। इस बार फिर सवाल हमसे पूछा कि आप जवाब नहीं दे रहे और
शुक्ला जी, आप बने रहिए हमारे साथ। शुक्ला जी, आप दूसरों की भी बात सुनिए प्लीज। शुक्ला जी, दूसरे भी जवाब है सुनने के लिए।
लेकिन
नहीं, ब्लेम कुछ नहीं, ये एक मुद्दे पे बात की जा रही है। आपसे अगर सीधे सवाल पूछे जाए उसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि आप पे कोई आरोप डाला जा रहा है। आप शुक्ला जी बने रहिए हमारे साथ, आप हमारे दूसरे गेस्ट को भी सुनिए। मिस्टर वी.एन. राय, प्लीज गो अहेड।
जवाब देंगे।
देखिए, शुक्ला जी जो कह रहे हैं, शुक्ला जी से मेरा सिर्फ इतना निवेदन है कि अगर कुछ छिपाना नहीं है तो वहाँ पर मीडिया को क्यों नहीं जाने दे रहे हैं, वहाँ पर इंडिपेंडेंट इन्वेस्टिगेटर्स को क्यों नहीं जाने दे रहे हैं, ह्यूमन राइट एक्टिविस्ट हैं, वीमेन एक्टिविस्ट हैं, इनको क्यों नहीं जाने दे रहे हैं। आप चारों तरफ से गांव को घेर करके और एक सीक्रेसी बनाए हुए हैं, और जिस तरह के वीडियो ये डिस्ट्रिक्ट मजिस्ट्रेट का अभी सामने आया या और इस तरह के जो दूसरे आ रहे हैं, ये बड़े दुखद है। शुक्ला जी, आपकी सरकार को इसके बारे में गंभीरता से सोचना चाहिए। रही बात सीबीआई की, तो सीबीआई एक अलग इन्वेस्टिगेटिंग एजेंसी है, लेकिन अब फिर क्या कहा जा सकता है। सीबीआई को भी एक जमाने में पिछड़े का तोता सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने कहा है, तो ये तो बड़ी मुश्किल, एक बड़ी जटिल स्थिति है जिसमें मुझे पता नहीं इस परिवार को न्याय कैसे मिलेगा, मैं बता नहीं सकता।
Right. Mr. Sudhir Mishra here, we've heard two remarks that have come in, one from the district magistrate on the kind of conversation that he's had with the family here, and the second that's come in from another member of the family, that they're being threatened that they will be chased away from the village if they don't go along with what the police is saying on these investigations. Do you think that this is a process of justice? Do you think that this is a police force which earnestly wants to investigate and give justice to the victim?
देखिए, मुझे लगता है कि अब तक जितने तरीके के सवाल हाथरस की पुलिस और प्रशासन के ऊपर उठ गए हैं, उसके बाद एसआईटी गई है वहां जांच करने। एसआईटी को जल्दी से जल्दी जांच करके अपनी रिपोर्ट देनी चाहिए, क्योंकि उन्हीं जो अधिकारी खुद आरोपों के घेरे में हैं, उनसे आप निष्पक्षता की उम्मीद कैसे कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि सारे आरोप उन्हीं जो मौजूदा अधिकारी हैं उनके ऊपर लग रहे हैं। अगर फ्रेश अगर कुछ दूसरे लोग जाएं, नए ऑफिसर्स जाएं और फिर वो जांच करें, तभी मुझे लगता है कि शायद सही नतीजे आएंगे। क्योंकि अभी तो यही हो रहा होगा कि जो हमने किया है उसको ढकने की कोशिश की जाए, और ये उसी का परिणाम दिख रहा है। जिस तरह की जल्दी से लाश को जलवाना, जल्दी से घेरना, मीडिया को नहीं जाने देना, ये सारी बातें तो उसी संदर्भ में हो रही हैं।
Mr. Ghanshyam Tiwari, do you think the SIT is the answer to all their woes? Going by the track record of what the SIT has also had in other cases in Uttar Pradesh, this is a 7 days lock-in period in which they have to wrap up the investigations and send it across to the fast-track court here. Do you think the SIT is the answer here?
Well, the SIT was created. How was the SIT created? Did the Chief Minister act alone to create the SIT? From Chief Minister's own account, it was created in response to the Prime Minister's call to the Chief Minister that you must act. And what was the act committed by the Chief Minister and his administration before that? 7 hours before that call, the Chief Minister tweeted about this call. 7 hours before the Prime Minister's call at 3 a.m., in presence of 200 policemen on a whole day saga, which was tracked by the Chief Minister's office and media across the country, they burnt the body of the girl without the permission of the family. And since then, all they are trying to do is protect themselves from the eye of the media that has independently reported, not allow any other political party. BJP people have gone there, but they have failed. They have failed to put the pressure on the family to continuously tell a lie. The daughter has died. How will they tell the lie in the face of this kind of brutal injustice to the daughter? So clearly this government has failed, and the SIT's job is to protect the Chief Minister. SIT's job here is not to bring out the truth. The decision to lit the pyre was either Chief Minister's decision or his office decision, and I am sure the Women and Child Development Minister Smriti Irani would have been in the know of it, that they are all silent. They somehow want to put this genie in the box, but when every day in Uttar Pradesh,
Ghanshyam, that's an important point that you've made in phrasing it this way, that the SIT's job here is not to give justice to the family, but to protect the ruling government, the local administration, and the ruling dispensation. It's an interesting way to put across your understanding here of why and how the SIT has been set up. But we're also now going to be looking at the job of the opposition in not having to politicize the case, but raising the right questions as a responsible opposition. What has the opposition done so far? Let's get to the latest on that front. We had the Congress here as spearheading a protest march in going towards Hathras, in wanting to meet with the family. They, of course, were stopped. They were blocked midway by the police. They did not have the required permission. The permissions were not given to them. This was a scuffle that took place. The Congress's top leadership, Rahul Gandhi, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, along with Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, Surjewala there as well, all detained by the UP police, briefly detained at a guest house in Noida, and then escorted back to Delhi.
Each one of you, I'm asking each one of you, stand up and stand against this kind of brutality. Because if we don't stand up today, and if we don't do everything in our power to stop it today, it is going to carry on endlessly. Last year we fought for the Unnao victims. At this time, at this time, the same outrage was there. But that outrage is not enough. You have to fight.
चलना चाहते हैं बहन जी, चलना चाहते हैं प्लीज चलना चाहते हैं
The Chief Minister has made a statement about it.
अभी आगे
Immediately after that case was recorded, an inquiry was set up and Karwai was done.
Let's in fact get in, it's also important here to note, apart from the Congress, other parties, particularly those who have had recent leadership in Uttar Pradesh. This is the former Chief Minister, the BSP Chief Mayawati has spoken out here as well, in asking for the resignation of the UP Chief Minister, saying that he cannot handle the state. He cannot handle law and order. He has no right. He needs to step down as the Chief Minister of the state. Mr. Ghanshyam Tiwari of the Samajwadi Party, where is your leadership asking those questions? Apart from a few tweets that we see from the former Chief Minister, clearly the former Chief Minister should be doing much more on ground in raising those questions.
It's a very fair point, and the tweets that you quote about, every tweet has spoken about the protest that Samajwadi Party has led in Hathras. Even today, we have Anshu Pradhan, our party leader from the district, leading the protest in Hathras. The party has led protests in front of the Chief Minister's office and in Lucknow and across Uttar Pradesh. So the opposition is on the feet, and I condemn the lathi charge that was done on Rahul Gandhi and the entire Congress party. But the point I want to make is to borrow what Mr. Mishra said, a noted journalist from Uttar Pradesh. He said this has become a big issue because various political parties have taken up. As a politician, as a political spokesman, I don't think it's become a big issue because political parties took it up. It became a big issue because three set of people gave a fight. The girl and the family gave a fight. The girl said she wants to live, and notwithstanding the lack of support from Uttar Pradesh government, she kept fighting for her life. Second, the families took the side of the girl and said we will not buzz. Third, the media and every one of us who have daughters and children at home felt that somewhere this touches our own story. We cannot be a society where a government with such thumping majority chooses to ignore a situation like this, where a girl is fighting for her life and her family is fighting alongside. That is the reason it has become a big story, and the political parties have responded. Let me say that political parties have questioned the Yogi Adityanath government continuously on its brazenness on the law and order situation in Uttar Pradesh. In just last 3 days, there have been around 20 rapes, and the senior journalist here would confirm that. But I think it is the people who have led this fight, and political parties have followed it.
मिस्टर मनीष शुक्ला, पुलिस की तरफ से हमें बहुत पॉलिटिकल स्टेटमेंट सुनाई दे रहे हैं. एडीजी लॉ एंड ऑर्डर हैज आल्सो स्पोकन टाइम एंड अगेन हियर ऑन दिस, एंड ही इज आल्सो इशूड अ थ्रेट हियर व्हिच इज unexpected in a person holding his position, saying that those will be taken to task who have tried to use this case for caste politics. शुक्ला जी, क्या आपको लगता है कि कोई पुलिस की वर्दी में बैठे उनको ऐसे बोलना चाहिए, और just limit his statements here to ongoing investigations of what's really happening in the case?
देखिए, 2-3 बातें मैं कहना चाहता हूँ, थोड़ा समय दीजिएगा. एक बात तो पहली, अभी आपने दो बार मुझसे एक सवाल पूछा कि रात में क्यों अंतिम क्रिया हुई, और मैं वीर राय साहब को कोट करूंगा. सुधीर मिश्रा जी भी बहुत पुराने और वरिष्ठ पत्रकार हैं, उनको भी ध्यान में होगा. क्या उत्तर प्रदेश में या देश में इस तरह की सिचुएशन में रात में पुलिस की निगरानी में पहली बार अंतिम क्रिया किया गया? हमको लगता है वीर राय जी के अपने सर्विस के समय में, क्या अगर याद हो तो बताएंगे जरूर, क्या ऐसी कभी नहीं हुई? नहीं तो मैं बताता हूँ कि लखनऊ में 3 शिया मुसलमान जल के मर गए थे.
पर मनीष शुक्ला जी, ये केवल पुलिस के निगरानी में अंतिम क्रियाकरण नहीं था, ये पुलिस के हाथ क्रियाकरण था. आपने ना पंडित बुलाया, ना कोई प्रार्थना करवाई, आपने पुलिस के हाथ क्रियाक्रम हुआ है जब फैमिली 1 किलोमीटर दूर बैठी हुई है. आप इसको कैसे जस्टिफाई कर सकते हैं?
उसके बाद झूठ बोल रहे हैं, आज भी झूठ बोल रहे हैं, उस समय भी झूठ बोल रहे थे.
क्या बोल रहे हैं? और डिबेट की मर्यादा को बनाए रखने दीजिए. आप झूठ बोलते रहे, मैंने उसका अपोज नहीं किया, तो मेरी सत्य तो सुन लीजिए, मेरे फैक्ट तो सुन लीजिए. और जहां तक एडीजी की बात है,
नहीं, अच्छा, ओके, लेट्स हैव मिस्टर मनीष शुक्ला प्लीज कंप्लीट हिज पॉइंट.
जी, एडीजी का जो बयान है, एडीजी ने जो आज बयान जारी किया, जिसको आप कोट कर रही हैं, आपने पूरा कोट नहीं किया. उन्होंने विधि विज्ञान प्रयोगशाला की जो रिपोर्ट आई है, जो पोस्टमार्टम रिपोर्ट आई है, उसके आधार पे उन्होंने कुछ फैक्ट्स को बताया है. और हमको लगता है कि जो लोग भी यहाँ बैठे हैं, अभी 2 लोग को तो मैंने कोट ही किया, वो कम से कम पॉलिटिकल नहीं है, वीर राय साहब और सुधीर मिश्रा जी. अगर चर्चा होगी या इन्वेस्टिगेशन बढ़ेगी या कोई चीज बात होगी तो फैक्ट्स पे ही हो सकती है. और उसमें पूरे केस में पोस्टमार्टम की रिपोर्ट और विधि विज्ञान शाला की जो रिपोर्ट,
शुक्ला जी, बात स्पष्ट जब ही होगी जब एक एसआईटी बैठाया जाए कि नाइट ऑफ क्रिमेशन व्हाट हैपेंड. सो फार दैट इज नॉट अंडर द पर्व्यू ऑफ इन्वेस्टिगेशंस. दैट इज समथिंग दैट आल्सो नीड्स टू कम अंडर द पर्व्यू ऑफ इन्वेस्टिगेशंस ऑन व्हाई दिस वाज रश्ड थ्रू बाय द पुलिस. I'm afraid we'll have to leave it at that, but we appreciate all the voices who've spoken to us on this. This is far from settled. This is far from not being raised again and again by us right here. Because in Uttar Pradesh, unfortunately, the nature of heinous crimes that continue to remain gruesome. We're slipping into a very tiny breather. In just a bit, we'll get you another very similar such case, once again being reported from Balrampur in Uttar Pradesh. Stay with us.